good to be back. It feels very natural sitting at the table.
That walk was wonderful.
Thank you, I tried.
I always love everyone.
But the trick is to make it look like you're not trying.
Yeah.
But I love seeing everyone from the show because they don't wear makeup. So when you see them, they're always, you guys are always dressed way down. So whenever someone comes on here from the cast, you're like, whoa, that's amazing.
Well, the show is set in prison, so it's not so glamorous.
Yeah. I'm glad they went with the honest interpretation of prison. But
Could you imagine, like, we're all like...
Yeah, well, the lashes while you're in, yeah. But earlier we were talking about Senator Kamala Harris being man-interrupted.
Oh, I like that term.
Make it happen. But what did you make of that?
Well, I was watching the hearings, and I'm kind of a little biased. The senator tweeted me last week.
She did?
Yes, she did. She congratulated me on some stuff. I think she's amazing, and she's an amazing presence. I was watching the hearing. I think it's really interesting that two weeks in a row she was interrupted, and
That's right.
None of the dudes were interrupted, first of all. And I think it's important to note that last week she asked one of the most important questions: would you fire this special prosecutor?
Yeah.
She asked really important questions, and she was asking a yes or no question. And they tend to filibuster and to run out the clock. So I love the senator, and I would love it if they could, like, just not interrupt her.
Laverne, so June is Pride Month.
Yes.
Which everybody should know that.
Yes.
And Donald Trump has not mentioned it once. Shocking, I know.
I'm not surprised. I think historically, I have a lot of friends who are a part of that party that he is a part of. I can't even say it. Who are part of the party that he's a part of, who are very pro-LGBTQ rights. Sure. And the previous administration was amazing with LGBTQ rights. So it's not surprising, but we are Americans too. And trans folks and LGBTQ folks are still experiencing a lot of discrimination in this country. And our lives should be acknowledged. And if you're going to do it, this would be the month to do it. So I would love it if maybe they would.
He's
but I'm
got
not surprised.
How many more
have.
days? Let's give him some time. 15 more days. We'll wait by our Twitter.
He's really busy. Like, he's now under investigation, so.
That's
He's got a lot to deal with. He's got a lot to deal with.
It's time-consuming. So you participated in the Pride celebration in Washington, D.C. without actually being there. How'd you do that?
Well, I can be in two places at once because I have a wax figure at Night at Tussauds.
Yes!
Amazing. Yes. I sat for like 3 hours for that, and I asked them if they would, like, make me thinner. And they said we can't do that, but I lost a little weight by the time the figure was unveiled. So yes, it's totally surreal having a wax figure, but it was the least painful waxing I've ever experienced.
Laverne, you're a friend to our show, as you know, and you called in when transgender student Gavin Grimm was here, who's just such an incredible person, talking about fighting for his right to use the boys' bathroom at school. Yes. I was shocked to hear that, as well known as you are, you still struggle with the public restroom issue. Well,
as a transgender American, I often find myself, especially in public spaces. I remember recently I was doing a TV show, and I was on television to talk about the bathroom issue, and I was at MSNBC, and I was like, everybody's watching me. I was like, where's the ladies' room? And I was like, everybody's gonna look to see which bathroom I'm going in. And so it's just something, it's an extra thing I find myself thinking about because I'm trans.
Even in New York?
Even in New York. Years ago, before I was famous, I was on a date, actually, at a popular bar, restaurant, hotel bar in the city, and they carded me when I went into the establishment, and I was going to the ladies' room, and the security guy stops me, and he's like, can I see your ID? And I'm like, oh, they asked for my ID out front. He was like, I need to see your ID again.
To go to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's...
yeah. And it was one of those moments, and all my ID matches, you know, who I am, but it was definitely a moment when I was reminded that it's not always safe. And this is in New York City. Yeah, and so trans folks in other parts of the country, I definitely have more anxiety when I'm in other parts of the country about going to the bathroom, which is a shame, and that shouldn't be a thing. And really, if trans people can't access public bathrooms, then we can't really fully participate in public life. So, yeah.
Now, Orange is the New Black is back for its 5th season, which is really exciting. Woo! And you play a fan favorite, Sophia Brissett, and that's a transgender woman. How do you feel? Is it a big responsibility representing that community on the show, and how do you sort of tackle that?
I've certainly felt the weight of that responsibility, especially, I mean, it's been 5 years. And so in the beginning, I definitely felt the weight of that a lot more now. I'm just trying to sort of be myself and have fun with it, because this is an incredible opportunity. I mean, 5 years ago, Netflix and chill was not a phrase, right?
Yeah.
So people were not streaming shows the way people are streaming shows now. So we've been part of a sort of television revolution. And then being a trans woman, there's another revolution going on as well in the media. And so I'm just trying to have fun with it. And there certainly is a responsibility, and I try to speak up and speak out whenever I can, but I'm also trying to have fun and enjoy it, and because it's not going to last forever. So yeah, I'm trying to have fun.
Good. And we want to talk a little bit more about season 5. Earplugs, Sarah, because I don't know if you're totally up.
I'm not finished.
Okay,
I
so
know, I'm
earplugs.
not finished yet.
Okay, so
Have you guys started watching season 5?
okay, if you haven't started watching season 5, earmuffs, everybody. But you guys pick up where you left off last season, where Samira Wiley's character is killed by a prison guard. And there's Sarah, I said don't.
I know.
Don't
I already
listen.
know the news.
Okay.
for me,
Yes.
too.
She was killed by a prison guard.
That was last year,
And the inmates
girl,
have
so.
taken control. Exactly. But the whole season 5, takes place over a 3-day period. When you're reading this script, are you thinking, how did you feel about it when you first heard?
I thought it was a brilliant storytelling device. Gingy Cohen, our creator, I think devised this to keep the audience as well as the actors in this space of mourning. I think so often when people are killed, and particularly people of color are killed by the police, we have a moment of outcry and then we sort of move on. And Gingy didn't want us to move on from this death. She wanted us to see how the inmates of Litchfield are dealing with mourning, with resisting. There's a prison riot, and really living and marinating in that for 13 episodes. And we managed to make you laugh while we're also managing to make you cry in the process. And I'm really proud to be a part of a show that is still really culturally relevant, I think, and really is about telling human stories. And through doing that, it's quite political.
Yeah, one of your castmates said, bring your popcorn and your tissues. We do have a clip, and this is of your character trying to locate her friend, and it's not going well. Take a look.
Is it true the ladies took over up there?
Something like that. Hey, were you still in the box when they brought a nun in? Maybe you heard her. She's a talker.
You know, I didn't catch her on the way in, but I saw her on the way out.
Out.
Yeah, she got pneumonia, wasn't doing too good, so they gave her a CR. Compassionate release. Should all be so lucky.
Well, we want to thank you so much for being here. A big thanks to the fabulous Laverne Cox. Orange is the New Black is streaming on Netflix now. Go. We'll be right back.